A Pan-Slavic language is a zonal constructed language for communication among Slavic people. Background: nowadays there are approximately 18 extant Slavic languages and 400 million speakers of those. Slavic communities are quite fragmented and loosely connected linguistically. Usually, in order to communicate with other Slavic people, they use English as a lingua franca. But since Slavic languages are closely related lexically and grammatically and are comparatively easy to learn when another Slavic language is already known, there have been numerous attempts to construct a language that could act as a common language for Slavophones instead of English. Creation of Pan-Slavic languages in the Middle Ages. Old Church Slavonic. Old Church Slavonic probably was the first literary Slavic language, created by the missionaries Saints Cyril and Methodius. Some scholars believe that Old Church Slavonic was not exactly similar to any Slavic language of that time but was constructed. In any case, Cyril and Methodius created one or more writing systems which serve as a base for many contemporary Slavic languages. Glagolitic of Cyrillic. Church Slavonic is used as a liturgical language to this day by some Orthodox and Greek Catholic churches of the Slavic peoples. Common Slavonic language in Siberia in 1666, the Croat Jurij Krasanik wrote Grammatikno iskazania obruskom jeziku. In this work he described in fact not the Russian language but a common Slavonic language based on different Slavic languages, mostly on Russian, Serbian and Croatian. Sample: Iasakasoasis enisti est samo potobno o rudike mudrosti iedwni stanovito iazneme. Zim kiu narodomare is radni iazik. Tim prigani I witwarni raz proliat remestwar iw sakiyo. Zumitali I promisli. Oblibus sedi I legatar is gawara nogo pomagare namadrix soweto is obriatoni ein rw sakich mernij iratnik del lesnia bursini. Creation of Pan-Slavic languages in the 19th and 20th centuries. Universalis Lingua Slavica. Universalis Lingua Slavica, Universal Slavic language, also known as Slovanski Jazyk, is an early example of a zonal constructed language for Slavosis. It was created and published by the Slovak Jan Herkel in his works Elementa. Universalis Lingua Slavis in Zaklady Slovanského jazyka in 1826. Sample: Za starego vieku byla jedna králika koja mala tri prílepy divus. Milikus krasiku mudriku vse tri bilbergate okram bergatstva milika bila pokorna krasika aktivra mudrika sumena. Quote, Slava Esperanto aka Slovena created by Joseph Konechny in 1912 in Prague. Sample: Jet Slavane nasi lepo Slavano requiem, do kudnes vern sus pronas narodame. Neposlava was created by Vsevolod Evgrafovich Cheshirhan in 1915 in Nizhny Novgorod, Russia. In 1913 he created a system to construct zonal languages based on Esperanto affixes which are used with national roots and called it Nepo. Then in 1915 he created a Nepo language based on the Slavic lexicon Neposlava. He also used this system to construct other new Esperantos based on Latin, Romance and Germanic languages. Mezdoslaviansky Jezik. Mezdoslaviansky Jezik. Work on this language was carried out by a group of Czechoslovak linguists in 1954 to 1958. The head of the project was the Czech Jiří Karan aka Ladislav Podmel. The language used grammatical and lexical features of Slavic languages, primarily Russian and Czech. and may be viewed as a naturalistic planned language. Sample: V mezdunrodnik jezykij deluznosti vridtaki senosti, katori budu zanasat veliki prinos v oblasti na UK, izusania jezykov techniki, umenijitd, contemporary Pan-Slavic languages. After the decay of USSR and Russian language losing the role of lingua franca language in Central and East Europe and Balkans, Slavophones have realized the need of new contemporary Pan-Slavic language. Slovio, a constructed language created in 1999 by Mark Hucko, was made as a Slavic variant of Esperanto. Main purposes were to make as simple as possible for non-Slavic person to learn and to write. But eventually Slovio didn't gain much popularity. A high degree of simplification, characteristic for most international auxiliary languages, makes it easier to learn for non-Slavs but widens the distance with the natural Slavic languages and gives the language an overly synthetic character, which by many is considered a disadvantage. Also, the predominance of Russian-based words made it not that intelligible for speakers of other Slavic languages. Medzosloviansky jezik to fix the problems of Slovio. Work on the Sloviansky language began in 2006. After gaining popularity, a handful of different projects have merged under the name Medzosloviansky jezik. The main purpose of the language was to make it understandable without prior learning, which was achieved using a special voting system for choosing words for the lexicon. Medzosloviansky jezik has also gained some attention from the media. As of 2013, approximately 1,000 people were able to speak this language.